So one of the favorite sayings that people tell me that she used to say is the higher monkey climb, the more he exposes himself. She taught me the best way to man's heart is through his stomach. You know, all those old-time sayings. She was an advocate of that. So she learned to cook, and she could cook a good meal. She was the first one who had me cut my hair, and got that lot of mustard that got her in trouble with mommy, because you don't cut people's hair, especially when it grows in Jamaica. You do not cut hair. And Yola said, no, cut your hair. So I cut it really short, and I came back and mommy saw it, and she was so upset. But Yola was that kind of person. She was just adventurous, did things. When she went into the military, she had hair, she had long hair, but guess what? The cap was making it too much. So what she did, she went to the barber, chop it off. So she was there with a very, very tiny fro from a very young age, and that's how she wore her hair for years. Didn't care. She didn't go to the beauty salon. She just barber, cut it off. For Yola, the days that were the most dearest to us was when she was going through her cancer. And the discipline with which she accepted that, I can absolutely correlate that to her discipline she learned in the JDF. How did it get to the point where she was not, she wasn't the person who was able to survive? They discovered it at stage 4, and it was already there. She had a very high tolerance for pain, but because of her discipline, because of all the systematic checks you do in the JDF and as a pilot, she knew her body wasn't working well. And she went to the doctor because something wasn't right. And she went, they did the test, it came back negative. She said, Doc, I know something isn't right. What would you do if this were your wife? And he said, I would go ahead and do a surgery and check it out. And that's what she did. And it comes correlate to what she learned in the military and her systems checks to saving lives, to really flying. It all correlates to that. She went through the City of Hope and was there just rigorously trying to find out what was the best thing to save her life. She had a mastectomy. And after her mastectomy, within 3 weeks, she was on a plane to Florida, working and doing some conference and training in Florida for Universal Studios. I've been talking to her friends who are pilots, and what they told me that you train and prepare for emergencies, no matter what. You have plan A, plan B, plan C. And when something doesn't work, you make sure you're trained to have everybody live. And that's what she did with us. She trained, she knew she was going, but what she did was she made sure that as a family, we would survive. And I want you to know that that's life, and that's what the legacy that my sister left. And I'd love you to, and I'm happy that you're hearing that on this 50th celebration of Jamaica.